Good morning, YouTube. Hope you're doing good today. I'm just going to kind of give you a little update of what we're doing to this house. This is the house that the last video I made of it, I called it the crack house or whatever. So we've come a long ways with it. Getting holes patched up. There was a place in the ceiling there. Just getting, places where they had beat it up. Then in this room, I did that white beadboard around because they had damaged the walls down low. Like there was a couple busted places here, one over there. There's the ceiling where they had come down. There was a busted place over here, messed up place over here. So I just decided to do like this beadboard, 4 foot up on the walls like that. I thought it'd be a lot better, nicer, quicker than repairing all of the sheetrock. Going to put this blade, this is that Diablo Trex blade. It says composite decking, cellular PVC, and so it's a 44 tooth. Going to put it on the 20 volt saw. Got it hooked to the DeWalt 60 volt vacuum. Came in here and put that Schluter Curdy, that felt paper on the shower. We're going to tile that. Jeff is going to paint up above where I'm not going to tile. Also, I added this light. Let me kill it where it don't interfere with the camera, but I added this light, and it's the one that it can be plugged up or run off of a battery, and I'm using the XC6 doing that, and when you plug it up, it'll run off of the corded power plus charge a battery at the same time. Really liking that light, the adjustability of the head. You can swing those 3 any way you want to, and up and down and around and so on. Got the Milwaukee, whatever you call that thing, going. Coming upstairs, this is where they had done a tremendous amount of damage. I had my electrician come through, put new lights in. We've got the walls. There was a busted place here, there, and there. We've got them fixed, and the new lights really add to it. And had one put in the closet in here. We're going to do a bunch of work in this closet. I'll tell you that we're liking the power stack, or I am. Like this is on the multi-tool, and see how it's the same width. You don't have a lot of battery sticking out, sticking down. It will sit up. So liking those power stack. I've got 2 of them. Probably will wind up ordering some more of them, because I like the batteries. I like the weight and everything about them, the size. So I recommend that. Since it's new, why not? Well, that was a 9 amp hour. I thought it was a 12. Let's just put the 15 in there. And then I have it on the Bluetooth. Really like the vacuum. I ordered another one. The reason I ordered another one of those vacuums is we got 2 houses going, which I'll take you over to the other house before I end this video this evening and show you the progress over there. But it is crazy. I can't decide where to go because both houses, I got people waiting for them. So I got people standing in line waiting for them. So trying to get something knocked out. I also, if you'll remember a few videos back, I was showing you where I was looking at buying 5 units. I bought those, and so we've got to get up there and start on those units. Not short of stuff going on whatsoever. I wanted to make a few cuts with that Diablo blade. That says ideal for cutting composite decking and cellular PVC. So this is, like PVC type trim, cuts this really good. Wood, it's no better than any other blade that I've tried on that. I have a little trouble with this 20 volt, and the reason is it just don't turn enough RPMs on fine trim, and it wants to splinter it a little bit or break it. where the big 60 volt, that 120 volt saw that'll run on batteries, or you can plug it in either one, it turns so many RPMs I never have trouble with it splintering trim. What you have to do with this saw is go very slow when you cut so it don't jam that blade. But let me make a cut on this PVC type trim, let you see how it operates. Whew, everything's going. But see, it cut it really good, really smooth. You just got to go really slow. I'll show you in a minute cutting a piece of wood. So here we are cutting a piece of wood trim, and it's okay. It makes a shrill noise. It does a pretty good job. See, it's splintering here, but you just got to give it its time. Now, where I have trouble with this thing wanting to splinter is when you set it up on its end like this. That time it did really good. You just got to go really slow with it. Using the M12 circular saw, I'd like to have the DeWalt in this because of the dust collection. You can hook that vacuum to it, but I just don't like DeWalt's guides. And so that's why I continually use this. I use this tape measure all the time, the Milwaukee 16 foot. I like them little dummy tapes, you know, like that. That's what I call them, dummy tapes. Just quick readers for me. Show you something else. The hose pulled apart right here, started pulling out of, you know, the end right here. So we've got just some painter's tape around it, but it broke. The hose broke right in there for some reason. This is not as old as the DeWalt vacuum, but we've designated the DeWalt vacuum as a toilet pump because we don't have a filter in it or anything. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it does a lot right there, splinters it out. It's always this little 20 volt. It just don't have enough whip on it. And I like using it because of the size of it and not bringing that great big saw in here. When you lay the piece down like that, you don't have much trouble. But it's because of the way I'm having to bring it up like this, and you can't like push it back against the rail, because then that makes that cut on this side too deep. So you gotta, you know, make sure you hold it straight. It did okay then. It kind of twisted in on me. Maybe I just need to leave the camera on. It seems to do okay when the camera's on. It's when I turn it off. Now on this, you know, this blade is for like PVC and stuff, and on this composite or whatever you want to call it material, the blade works really good. Well, a little late action there, but I've always, no matter what kind of blade I used, I need to maybe buy one of the new DeWalt blades and see if it'll work better. But on real wood, I've always had trouble with this saw splintering it. Got the 3 heads, you know, you can angle, but here it is plugged up and it's charging the battery, plus it's burning. That, just to give you a rough, that's a 6.0 battery. It ran about 3 hours, and the light's on high. I like the Milwaukee here because it will charge a battery plus burn if you want to plug it in. I like that option. I wish DeWalt had have done that on this, had the option of running battery or plug it up. We've cut quite a bit. You can see it's already taken one dot off. That vacuum does pull a lot. It takes a lot to pull that vacuum. You got to at least run a 9 amp hour, 12 amp hour. Of course, now it's got the 15 amp hour on it. But I mean, it'll suck a 9 amp hour. I mean, suck it down like the FlexVolt 6 amp hours. Man, they won't run no time with them. The good things about the lights is, you know, have them over in the area you're working in. Man, you can lay pencils, tape measures, hang your nail guns. You know, you see the DeWalt nail gun hanging here, you know, some tape, a rag. So they're just, man, they're handy for this right in here. Being able to hang stuff on them, lay stuff on them. Also got one of the power stacks on the staple gun, the DeWalt stapler. Just really liking those batteries. Like, see how compact it is on there? Will it stand with that on there? Look at there. It'll even stand up with it on there. Well, everybody's left me. You can kind of see I've got most of the trim and stuff up. Corner pieces coming around. Just going to be painted now. I didn't do this because all new windows are coming in for the whole house. So we'll trim the windows out and then trim the beadboard out. Got back from Lowe's, or not Lowe's, I don't go to Lowe's anymore, Home Depot, and got all my tile and stuff. So I'm gonna run over and show you the other house real quick that we've been working on, just kind of show you the progress there, just to kind of keep you up to date with what's going on. Also to tell you, on the DeWalt fan, this is a 12-volt battery, 12 amp hour. We put it in that fan last night around 4:30 yesterday afternoon, turned it on low. The reason of that is, if you can see, we put some Elmer's, that wood putty, on the corners where they had beat the corners up so bad. So we had a fan, put that DeWalt fan on low, just kind of circulating air there to help that dry. Then today, we moved it upstairs because there's sheetrock work doing up there, put it on high, and it ran all the way till 2 o'clock on high upstairs, and it still had one dot left. It was still running when I turned it on. Just tidbit information like that to kind of let you know how things run on batteries. I'm doing all the trimming, trim till 2 o'clock. It's got 2 dots left on that battery. So that did pretty good, you know, cutting out all this trim for around here and just pulled 1 dot off of the 15 amp hour. Wasn't too shabby. On the little 20 volt saw, I had that 6.0 battery on it. It didn't even take a dot off of it. It takes no power to pull that saw right there whatsoever. It's really good on batteries. Like I said about the lights, you can just see caulk gun, nail gun, hammer. Over here got the multi-tool. They're just really convenient. Like when you're working in an area to hang your tools on. They're just like a workbench. I'm over at the other house now. This is the bathroom. It's replumbed. Waiting to decide what we're going to do with the bathroom. I haven't decided yet what I'm doing with these walls, how far I'm going to take it. Am I sheetrocking it? Am I tiling it all in? What am I going to do? I don't know. Here is the kitchen where we cut out the floors, getting the floors back in. We have put up some 2x4s, putting a new back door in. New windows throughout the whole house. The whole house has all brand new windows in it. I've got somebody standing in line for this house, but the other house is a higher money house, higher rent house. So we pulled out of here, and that way all of us can be at one house, focus on one place. And then we'll come back to this house. Then I got to go to those 5 I've bought in another town. As you know, this house was rewired, new fuse box, a lot of new wiring put in it. I'm going to put mini splits in this house. It had a gas hot water heater. I've taken it out. I'm going to put electric hot water in, because anytime in any of these houses that I can do away with a utility, in which you have to have electric and you have to have water. So if there's any time I can do away with the gas, it just helps people if they don't have to come up with 3 deposits and only 2 deposits. And those mini splits are so economical to run, you know, they're a good value. So anyway, I wanted to bring you over here, show you this, what was going on with this house, why we pulled away from it. Trying to think if there's anything else to tell you. I don't know if there is. I wanted to show you a lot of different tools we're using. I'm struggling doing New Tool Tuesday. Guys, I am just swamped. We just got so much going on with doing these 2 houses. I had a guy notify me they've bought a house. They've gone month to month because they're not sure when they're going to move out. They're going to do some work on their new house. Then they're going to move out. Like I said, I got people standing in line for this house, people standing in line for the other house. I've bought those 5 apartments. One of them's, well, it's 1 house and 4 fourplex that we got to get up to and gut. And there's going to be a lot of work done to do up there. But anyway, just trying to make a video, show you a little bit about what we're doing, show you some of the tools we're using. Things that we, you know, I like to show you if we're having trouble out of something, or if we really like something, like the vacuum cleaner hose breaking on that Milwaukee vacuum cleaner. I just don't think that should have broke, but it's not that old. The DeWalt, I've still got it, and the hose is perfect on it. Guys, y'all have a good weekend. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on another video.